Steelers blitz. Flacco back. He's hit. He's sacked at the 24-yard line.
Mike Hilton, boy.
Throws it down the field. It's intercepted on the tip. Mike Hilton running with the football.
Mike Hilton, who's been all over the place today, comes up with it, and man, that is huge. Stick a fork in the Ravens. They're done.
I want you to take me from your path at Ole Miss to how you got to the NFL.
Coming out of high school, I was a 2 and 3 star, so I wasn't recruited high. I had around 5 or 6 offers. I decided to choose Ole Miss, one because it's closer to home. It was 5 hours away, and of course, everybody wants to play in the SEC. So that was a big factor. Going into my freshman year, I was just trying to make an impact somehow. I did on special teams, and my first game starting, I actually played against Johnny Manziel, and that was exciting. Then the next couple of years, everything just, my arrow was pointing up. I was making a lot more plays. I was being recognized as a playmaker on the defense. And going into my rookie year, I signed with the Jaguars. Got cut after first cuts with them. Then signed with the New England Patriots for a week on the practice squad. And from around week 2 to maybe 11 or 12, I was at home, working out and trying to find a job. And I got a call from the Steelers for a workout, and everything worked out for me here, and I'm blessed to be here.
Going back to after you're ready to be done at Ole Miss, heading into the NFL, did you go to the Combine? Did you have any visits with teams? What was that experience like? And did you think you were going to go undrafted, or did you think you were going to be drafted?
I didn't go to the Combine. Didn't have any pre-visits with any team, so it was rough, because I felt like I was talented enough to be recognized as a player to get drafted. As you know, I did go undrafted, but it also was, a chip on my shoulder to go out there and prove that I'm able to play.
And then once you were cut by the Jags and you were cut by the Patriots, what did you do during that time period? Was there a Foot Locker appearance I think I've read about in terms of how you were preparing and still training before the Steelers called you?
Yeah, through that time span where I wasn't on the team, I was just working out constantly and applying for jobs. And actually, with the Foot Locker deal, I applied there, and they actually said I got a job when I got signed to the practice squad here. So it was funny how it worked out, but I'm excited it did.
I think early December when you were signed to the Steelers practice squad, what was that experience like, especially they're on a win streak and they're heading to the postseason?
It was exciting. I was just excited to be part of a team, especially in an organization like this, that's known for winning, for being one of the top organizations in the NFL. So I was excited for the opportunity, and I was just blessed.
Small sample size, but obviously coaches saw something in you. You were then signed to a reserve futures contract. So what did you do during that very small time period to maybe prove yourself, even though it was just on the practice squad?
I just competed. I competed smartly. Just guarding guys like AB and all those guys. Making sure I'm breaking on the ball well, but actually playing smart, making sure they make the catch and make sure they make it through practice and healthy for Sundays. And I feel like that caught their eye, and everything's been going well for me since.
I feel like during OTAs and mini camp, you caught a lot of people's eyes there. Same thing happened at training camp. You were a lot of people's quote-unquote camp phenoms who they were predicting to make the 53-man roster. You're able to put good stuff on tape during the preseason. When did you realize this was going to work with the Steelers, that you were going to be part of this team?
It really hit me starting around training camp. That's really where the pads come on. It's more real football related. Of course, OTAs and mini camps is football, but it's not real. We're gonna smash each other football. So come training camp and preseason, I was able to build off the momentum I had, and it's been working well for me.
So you had that feeling, you knew.
I wouldn't say I knew, but I was confident in my chances. Like I kept telling myself, anything can still happen. Just go out there and do what you got to do. Make it hard for them to let you go, and I did that.
Do you think because of what you can do on special teams and on defense helped you?
Exactly. You get your foot in starting on special teams. Usually there's an offense, defense, and a special team. So you want to get your foot in on special teams, and once they put you in defensively or offensively, you go out there and do what you got to do and make plays.
Speaking of training camp, Carnell Lake told me back in Latrobe that you are tenacious, smart, and a willing tackler. They saw some of those good physical traits in you. How do you describe your attitude, your demeanor, your play?
It's just a physical mentality. You look at me, of course you wouldn't expect me to come up and tackle the way I do, but that's my strength. I expect to go out there and be physical with bigger guys and let them know I'm here, and I'm willing to take the chance of you know, probably losing some battles, but just showing that, you know, I have some heart.
Did you know about some of the undrafted guys who have made quite an impact here on the Steelers prior to coming here, or even just learning as you've been around the team?
I pretty much just learned it throughout the team. You know, I didn't know Robert Golden was an undrafted guy, so me and him sat down and talked for a while, just how I keep my mindset going and how to make sure I'm on top of everything and just be prepared for everything.
Ramon Foster, James Harrison.
I did know James.
There's a lot, right?
It's a couple guys that were undrafted, but you know, me and Rob, just because we're in the same position group, we really had a lot of time to sit down and talk about it.
Antonio Brown was a 6th rounder. He was drafted, of course, but he still always plays with that mentality, even practices like he has a chip on his shoulder. He's out to prove somebody that he shouldn't have been a 6th-round draft pick. Do you do the same because you're undrafted?
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. You know, we all want to go out there and prove that we can be that guy, whether it's on special teams, defensively, or offensively. We just want to go out there and show that we are able to compete and play with the best.
In Baltimore, you had your first career sack and your first career interception. Which one was better?
At the moment of time, the interception, because it pretty much preserved the game for us. So that was a big moment for me.
Do you dream of that being like the perfect game for you, being able to do 2 firsts in 1 professional football game?
Oh yeah, man, that was a big start for me. You know, hopefully a lot more better things are going to come. But you know, that's a great start to get my first career sack and interception, especially against Baltimore. And it was a rivalry game, so it's not a better feeling.
This week, getting ready to host the Jacksonville Jaguars at Heinz Field. Do you hold any grudges against them? They were the first team that saw something in you, picked you up, but then they also cut you.
I wouldn't say I held a grudge, but it's going to be a little emotion for me. You know, I know those guys personally. I know some of the coaches personally, so I'm going to go out there, you know, have fun and play with a little more of an edge this time.